a book. It doesn't seem like much when you think about it, but these days, more and more people are needing help, needing assistance, and with tough economic times, not only are more people needing assistance, but it's becoming increasingly difficult to get anybody to provide assistance. For the most part, I actually had somebody tell me that charity is really a dirty word. A lot of the foundations, a lot of the charitable institutions are used for personal gain. They're used for hiding assets. Even the legitimate charities, the larger charities, they routinely use between 70 and 90% of all donations for administrative costs. That means they're taking 70 to 90% of what little bit that you can give and putting it in their pockets, which means that when you think you're donating to the guy who just got flooded out and lost his family, if he's lucky, he'll get 30 cents of every dollar you send. We just think that's a tragedy. One of the reasons we're setting up in the Philippines is because Philippine law specifically prohibits anything more than 30% being used for administrative fees. That means in the worst case scenario, 70 cents of every dollar actually goes to help. The WVI, we're unique at this point in that we don't take any salaries, we don't have any real office, so to speak, and it's certainly been challenging to say the least. But regardless, we've made some amazing contacts. We actually have liaisons with some very influential groups, and we have some really big things planned. Unfortunately, to do that, we have to be a foundation. A lot of people are pressuring me to explain how any charitable institution, charitable organization can actually become a self-sustaining organization. And the basic principles are the same principles of incorporation used by big business on a daily basis, turning liabilities into assets and utilizing everything in such a way to minimize waste. Unfortunately, to get the backing I need to start a foundation, the actual foundation requires a 5 million peso deposit through the SEC. That's roughly somewhere in the neighborhood of just over $100,000. For me to generate that kind of support initially, I'm going to have to be able to lay down an actual business plan and show how the charity is self-sustaining. To that end, we're trying to gather support so we can actually take some time off and write this book and keep what little we do have going still going while I'm taking time out to write. Your help is greatly appreciated. Once everything is up and running, it will be self-sufficient. But until then, we definitely need your support. If you could support this project, it would actually mean a whole lot to a whole lot of people. We've got partners in Cameroon and Africa, here in the Philippines. We have people we're working with in the Caribbean, and we're even working out with some people how to establish facilities in the industrial nations. So, I mean, it's definitely something that's going to have a major impact across the third world, and we hope that it's going to help people in the industrialized nations as well. But we can't do it without your support. If you could find it in your heart to help this project along, it would be ever so gratefully appreciated. Thank you.